but I hear the echo. I stand between the two mountains. 7 times 37 is 210 and 21, 231 ABC. That is Pythagorean for Nibiru. 73 times 7 is 490 to gateway and 21 to cube, 511. It's a tow truck. We need the wheel to turn the French way of saying wheel, which says rust, which is 963. 369, rust. When you say rust in English, it's 39-39 combination of 21-18 to 7th inning stretch. Where ST, when they come together, the saints come together of two skies, the mixed skies, or the yin and the yang sky, where the female and the male are intertwined within the sky, and then they break up and marry each other and travel around the skies. And then when they meet again, they come back together and they go down the hole. Now, how do you not answer? So just let's leave it like that. So I'm not sure what time it is now, and I'm getting mixed up with a phone call, and I'm a little mad at myself because it's not, oh, you stupid phone, I'm bipolar and you can't call because that's a bipolar trait. 977 the pig. You must test the bacon or the food to know what it does and doesn't do. And if it's going to do something and we cannot consume, what can we further this something with? How do we and what are we doing in science? What are the questions we need to go into the future and take this whole earth and be able to completely control it through one? Finding how you can control it through one, you find out how it cannot be controlled. If something cannot be controlled, it'll go out into a spin and crash and burn. The reality of machinery. Human is a little different. But let's go back to Nibiru. 7 and 3. 37. Now we go 9 times 37, the other part of the pig. Okay, so let me just do this over here. 9 times 73 equals 657. That was the winning trifecta box. Don't forget, remember I said winning trifecta box in the Belmont Stakes. 6 times by 5 is 30. 7 by 30 is 210. 210, 120, 012. It's all about that. It's always about 012 because you start at 0 before anything happens. It's 0, 1 is 1. 1, 2 is 2. 2, 3 is 4. You always say, where am I? I'm at 0 going to 1. I'm in the point that I stand. The point I stand is the X, which is in the middle of something we call point 0. I stand at the X. This is the OX because it's the X that goes through. But it's not these parts of the arms here. It's not this part of the arm here. It's not this part of the arm here. It's not this part of the arm here. It ends up to be, you see this, the way it goes through? Like that. It ends up to be an X inside the point I stand. Over the point I stand, ending here, ending here, ending here, and ending here. But not ending here, but beginning here. 13 or 1973. Again, artificial intelligence, Nibiru. What is this over here? That is the passage through the moon. These are the numbers. Nibiru and all these and the moon created it. 5 and 7 is the moon. 5 and 4 is the sun. 5 and 6 is man, Aleph. 5 and 8 is the passage of the two heavens. Why? Because 9 goes over 6. The birth comes in 4. Everything is extruded through 4. If you look at the 4, 5, and 6 on the dice, the 6, the 5, and the 4 all have these 4 corners. When you go into the deck of cards, A, B, C, 1, 2, 3 does not. The 4, the 5, the 6, 7, 8, 9, and the 10, which is back to the beginning, all get 4 corners. So if you looked at 4 corners begin here and end on these 2. These 2 are not used. Wouldn't that describe to you the letter P? Exactly the letter P once you get down to this one here. It's a big P, right? The giant P goes above the other line. You need a box. or we can use the P over here. See P, this one over here, 14785, and then L, PL 12 and 16, 3 and 7 Nibiru, PL Park Place, Nibiru, the shape design of the understanding, in where E is in the other world. Nibiru, 7 in one corner, 3 in the other corner. We come into the world with these three here. You see these three here? Or no? See this part over here? We come in with this here, right here. We come in with that here. They're all separate. But I'm going to connect these three to this one, and I'm going to connect these three to this one. 1, 4, 7, 8, and 2, 3, 6, 9. The 5, when you come in, you create a space. There's nothing here. There is no 5. And you all know this one, and this one is everything. Even though they're well divided, we go 9 minus 2 equals 7. That's halfway. 1 plus 2 equals 3. That's halfway. What is it halfway between? Well, 7 is halfway between 9, and 3 is halfway between 1 and 5. 9, 7, 7 are the two pigs. They're talking about the two biggest planets. They pay a creation of 30 to 1 and 180 to 1 in games people play. One they call Sickbo, the other they call Craps of the Seventh Gate. Games people play, the odds of the dice and the cards that are out there talk about these numbers in more than one fashion, because I haven't heard yours yet. This is only my put together of the reality. If we go 1 minus 2, if we go minus 4, we get the 5. If we go minus 4, we get the 5. So space of 44. 1, 5, and 9, A, E, and I. 9 and 5 is 14. 9, 5, and 1, 1 is already in the 9, is 15. 14 out of 15 work. Now you do the odds on 15 out of 14 divided by 15 equals 2. 0.93333, the birth of 333. All the sets of threes. Remember, you take this 3 here, you measure it out, you turn it sideways, and then you put it here. 1, 2, 3. That is the size of your reality square. You take this one here, these 3 here. Okay, let's measure it. Let's measure this. So we got this measurement right over here, okay? So I'm going to mark it down if you don't mind. I'm going to have to show you how I'm going to mark it down, because I want you to see the whole thing. I want to be fair. What if we went, yes, we're going to have to go. We need, and remember, when you're working, you're saying, well, why don't you bring the paper all the way to here? I can't. I have to have my center over here. What if the next instrument that comes in, okay, and I do this, but it's larger, then my center will be closer to one side, giving the creation of another equation. This one we're finding out because we're going with the biggest and the smallest, right? Now we go over here like that, okay, and then we mark, whoop. Well, we can't make the first one. Once we have the first one, now that we have the first one in the center, now we can align it. And now we're going to mark the next one here. Now look what happens. Look what happens to my paper. We're gonna get the center again. Here, here, and here's the center. Remember I was telling you how much space the center takes out? Here's the center. Okay, now don't forget, because of that, now we're going to run into that reality. See the size difference of the center one? It's going into here and into here. Do you see the way it goes over to one end? I could put another number here. You want to know if there's 3 or 4 numbers? Now watch. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, these are all 3. One, 2, 3, 4. I could put another number here. Now we're going to do this again. We're going to measure. See, it wouldn't matter. You see, it wouldn't matter. Where is that again? Well, something's wrong now. I've got a problem. Okay, it was with the plus sign. I'm sorry, I did it with the plus sign. I shouldn't have done it with the plus sign, but I did. Okay, I forgot which one I did. I did it with the plus sign. So there's 4. And here we have 1, 2, 3, 4, and we can go 5. So it becomes 4 by 5. So what would be the size of the sun? Number 54, 4 by 5 is because of what I do in here. The last thing is a straight one. Now that we had 4 here, now we're going to do 4 here. But 4 here was going to be exactly as 4 here. 1, 2, 3, 4. So now when you calculate this, you go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 and 1 to reconnect. Now let's do something a little bit different. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. We come right back into the center. We came right up to here. Do you see the way I did this? And you know what this is? I'm going to show you. I did that. I did, look, I'm doing this. Then I'm going all the way down. I'm going to go down to number 1. Then I'm going to go all the way, down to 0. 7 divided.